Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines.
President Donald Trump claims that the United States has total control over the Strait of Hormuz, saying no ship can pass without U.S. Navy approval. In a social media post, he said the waterway is sealed up tight until Iran agrees to a deal, though no evidence was provided to support the claim. In a separate post, Trump said he had ordered the Navy to shoot and kill any boats laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz. He said that mine-clearing operations were being intensified, with activity ramped up to secure the key shipping route.
US President Donald Trump has said there is no final deadline for ending the war with Iran, pushing back on suggestions that political pressure or the approaching midterm elections are shaping his decisions. He also made clear that the US is in no hurry over the ceasefire or fresh negotiations, as Washington keeps up its naval blockade on Iran. Speaking in an interview, Trump also rejected the impression that he wanted to wrap up the war quickly because of domestic political considerations. He stressed that the goal was not speed, but securing what he called a better agreement for the American people. On the other hand, US Navy Secretary John Phelan has been fired in another wartime shake-up at the Pentagon, coming just weeks after Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ousted the Army's top general. The Pentagon announced his departure in a brief statement, saying he was leaving the administration effective immediately, but it did not provide a reason or say whether it was his decision to go. Sources said Phelan was dismissed in part because he was moving too slow to implement reforms to speed shipbuilding and because he had fallen out with key Pentagon leadership. The US military has intercepted at least 3 Iranian-flagged tankers in Asian waters and is redirecting them away from their positions near India, Malaysia and Sri Lanka. One of the vessels was the Iranian-flagged deep-sea supertanker, which was part-loaded with crude and last seen on its public tracking transponder off Malaysia's coast a week ago. The smaller Iranian-flagged Sevin, which had a maximum capacity of 1 million barrels and was carrying 65% of its load, was also intercepted. The Iranian-flagged supertanker Dorina was also intercepted, fully loaded with 2 million barrels of crude. Iran's Foreign Minister, Abbas Araghchi, has said that instability in the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz stems from actions by the United States and Israel. Speaking during a meeting with South Korea's special envoy, Araghchi accused both countries of committing crimes against Iran and called on other nations to clearly condemn their actions. Meanwhile, China has begun efforts to help reduce tensions between the United States and Iran, according to international media reports. Beijing is seeking to play a stabilizing role as relations between Washington and Tehran remain strained. As a rising global power, China is expanding its diplomatic influence, particularly at a time when US policies have also created friction with traditional allies. Furthermore, Pakistan continues to engage on the diplomatic front, supporting efforts for lasting peace and stability in the Middle East.
The European Union has formally approved a €90 billion loan for Ukraine, along with a fresh package of sanctions against Russia. European Council President Antonio Costa said the bloc's strategy focuses on strengthening Ukraine while increasing pressure on Moscow. The move comes after Hungary lifted its veto, clearing the way for final approval of both the financial aid and sanctions package.
2 local trains have collided head-on in Denmark, injuring at least 17 people, 4 of whom were in a critical condition. Public broadcaster showed images of 2 yellow and grey trains, both with visible damage to the front, facing each other in a wooded area. Police said in a statement that the incident happened north of Copenhagen, on a train line linking the towns of Hillerød and Kagerup. The spokesperson added that everyone is out of the trains and no one is trapped. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.